morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Today is Friday, September
9.
9th.
Yeah.
We just left camp. It was 6:35.
Yeah, it's about 6:45. We're noticing, of course, like everybody else, the daylight is coming later in the morning, and or darkness is coming earlier at night. Last night we barely got set up, and it was dark. So.
And it's windy this morning.
Yeah, our first windy day. We got our full-blown gear on for staying warm this morning. It's a little cool. So
our puffies are on. Our hoodies are on.
Yeah, we had our coffee and oatmeal this morning. We did a no-no. We actually, it was so windy to keep the stove going and everything. We actually emptied out the tent, and we had our coffee and breakfast in the tent on our sit pads, and that worked out okay.
Yep.
So anyway, we're ready to hit the trail. I think we've got a pretty good climb. 13 miles into our next stop.
The Olali Lake Resort, and then we're going to stay the night there. Like Randy said, it's 13 miles in, resupply at the store, and then make our way to Timberline Lodge. So, yeah.
So yesterday was a real tough day. Like I said, we had our first full-blown. I think the camera minimizes what it really was. The current was pretty strong on our river crossing there, and we had to get that done before the end of the day.
Yeah.
And then there were no campsites, and then we had to hike up about a 700-800 foot incline, mountain, whatever, to get to where we are now, which was a non-burn zone because so many areas were burned. If we'd have stayed in a burn site last night with dead trees, burnt trees around us, I don't think I'd have slept. Because,
and it got windy, and of course we videotaped the gentleman Cody crossing that river. That was scary for me. But Randy, he said, "Get her done. Follow right behind me."
I think Ellen would have waited about
I would
a
have
half
waited
hour to
about
make
a half
decision
hour
whether or not she wanted to or not. Meanwhile, the sun's setting, and we have to hike a couple miles. So it was one of those deals where I think I probably had to.
He did. He pushed.
I didn't use the end of the prods,
but just about.
I had to be forceful and say,
if you know,
we've got no choice. We have to cross.
If you know Randy, that's what he did. He says we put our Crocs on, which was a good decision because otherwise our shoes wouldn't have been dry, and there was no way getting around it. And then the water was cold,
and it had a lot of current.
And anyway, because we've never done it before, it was challenging, but we made it, and I'm glad we did it. I'm glad we.
You did a good job. And we had another hiker there. That he was in his 20s, probably. Very respectful of the crossing as well. In fact, we ended up crossing first, and then he crossed later where we did. So
he didn't know where to cross.
Yeah, he's having his courage issues, I think, at the same thing. So.
And he was trying to keep his feet dry, but there's no way you can keep your feet dry. You just had to go in and.
It got to be about, the worst spot is about 20 inches deep. I just got my pants wet. That was it. So, my cutoffs. So.
Anyway, we'll keep it short, hey, hun, because we got
a lot of hiking.
A lot of hiking and some climbing.
So hope you all have a great day. We are.
We will.
We will.
We're just starting
to. It'll be challenging but satisfying.
Yeah.
So we'll all see you down the trail.
It's all good. See you down the trail. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, good morning, y'all. Well, we believe we're going to be going up that mountain this morning. And there's Randy. So, look, sun in the other direction, sun's up, beautiful. There again is Mount Jefferson, what we just left. We're on the other side of it from where we were yesterday, which is crazy. I think we're going to be going up here, folks, so we'll see how that all goes. It's a gorgeous morning. catch y'all down the trail. Hello everyone. Well, we're climbing up that hill I videotaped earlier, and Randy's on his first snack of the day.
What is it? 4 to 8 and I'm hungry already.
Yeah. So we had oatmeal and coffee this morning. That was our breakfast. Usually we share 3 packets of instant oatmeal. Hey, hun? When we're having oatmeal.
Mm-hmm.
Unless we only have Pop-Tarts. And we might be Pop-Tarts Olali Lake Resort because we're resupplying, as we said, at the store.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so this is our view. There's the trail that Randy's going to go up first. And
yeah, we're climbing up a mountain
climbing
about
up
1,000 feet, maybe on the north side of Mount Jefferson.
Here's Mount Jefferson. So pretty. We're just having so many gorgeous views this morning. It's been...
We could take pictures all day, but we wouldn't get any hiking.
Yeah. And sometimes on the trail, as we said, it's when we're going uphill, for us anyway, it's hard. It's harder to take videos because I need
You almost need to have a chest mount or a head mounted GoPro or something.
We got to keep our eyes on the trail and use our trekking poles. So
we're 2 old goats. We can't be hanging on to the
No.
poles and the camera.
No,
we'll
not
end up down the hill.
Not unless we want to go tumbling down. And it may not look steep, but she's down. So, but anyway, so far so good. And we'll see you down the trail.
Bye-bye.
Okay, everyone. Well, this is pretty ugly, actually. It's part of Lion's Head Fire that actually was closed when we started our hike in the middle of August, and then at the end of August they reopened it. Pretty ugly. Probably one of the ugliest fire sections that we had to walk through. Pretty devastating to see and just go through, and it's just, of course, everything is just a dusty ash mess right now. But I just had to show you this because this is unique in itself. And there's nothing we can do about it. It's what we have to walk through. To get to our next area, which is Olali Lake Resort, which is in about 4 miles. And we're going to stay there tonight and get a resupply from their store to get us up to Timber Lodge. And that's our game plan, but I just wanted to show you this. We ran into quite a few southbounders today. We ran into also another gentleman. His name is Schroeder Hikes, and we've been following him on YouTube as well. And there's another lovely hiker. Hi. And yeah, so a lot of people are doing the southbound hike. They're either section hiking or they are finishing up all the closures that they had in Oregon to begin with. they've already done Washington, but now part of Washington is closed, and part of the sections in Oregon south of us are closed again. But anyway, you'll see pictures of Schroeder, and it was so cool, just like what happened with Twiggy. He was walking southbound, we were walking northbound, and there he was. So, kind of exciting. We told him we were fans of his on YouTube. Took a picture with him, and that was a cool moment. One more span of what we're walking in, and then we'll shut her off. Okay, catch you down the trail. Well, everyone, we're walking into the Lolly Lake Resort. It's probably, what time is it, Rand? 4 o'clock?
17 after 4.
17 after 4. Hope you can hear me. It's extremely windy. It's been windy all day. I guess the winds won't die down until tomorrow evening. But this is it. And there's a little store there that we're going to resupply in for the next 3 days. And there's the lake. Way down there. So we're going to see what this is all about. Hey, that's Mount Jefferson way in the back yet, which is crazy. But there it is. And there's the lake. And here's some cabins. Looks like. And he's walking up here. We're gonna see what this is all about. There's a sign there. Lake Resort to the right. So here we go, hey? Okay, we'll film in a little bit as well. See y'all later. Okay, y'all. This is our first snake in Oregon. Woohoo! There's Randy, the pole. There's a live one. I'm not afraid. There you go. Lolly Lake Resort on the road has our first snake. Well, good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Today is Saturday, September 10th.
Yes.
And look where we are. We are in the tent. It's extremely windy out there this morning. It's about 5:23.
Okay.
And we are getting ready for the day, so we can manage. We've got enough vents in here. We are actually doing our oatmeal and coffee. And we are here at Olali Lake Resort, right, Rand?
Yep.
And
You might be able to hear the wind, but that's why we're in here.
yeah, it's extremely windy. We did the same thing yesterday morning too. I guess the wind is supposed to die down at 11 o'clock tonight, so we have another windy day. Today's going to be, we plan on doing 19 miles today because of water spots. We have a water at 4 miles and then another 15 after that. So, but we'll carry enough water in case we decide only to go 16 or 17, but the plan is 19, right, Rand?
Yeah.
And,
see if the bodies hold up.
Yeah.
It's probably one of the biggest things.
Yep.
So
There's quite a few campers in here, tenters, hikers.
there's about a dozen.
Last night, it's a cute little place, just a little store, older cabins, hiker friendly. We did all our resupply on our food last night, and Pringles. Look at that, folks.
We ate a can of that last night.
We were so hungry.
Within 5 minutes.
Randy and I ate the whole can
Before dinner.
before dinner. And dinner we had macaroni and cheese with cut up
Summer sausage.
summer sausage.
Wasn't bad.
Wasn't bad.
Yeah. Yeah. So, Ellen made a discovery when we were in the store last
Yes.
night.
You guys aren't going to believe what
So,
we even tell you.
It's kind of crazy, but I'll let her.
Yeah.
her explain it.
So anyway, remember I told you saw a video of, well, Twiggy, and there was pictures of Twiggy, how we followed her on YouTube. Then secondly, yesterday in the middle of the afternoon, we ran into Schroeder Hikes. I think I told you about that on our walk, and he was another YouTube person we were following, which was, I meant to tell you, if he ever watches it, he inspired us too. All these YouTube people encourage us. We like their videos, and so it was great to run into Schroeder Hikes yesterday too. We couldn't believe it. So that was the second person we were following that we actually ran into. Well, then yesterday we were in the store, and there was about, I don't know, 4 to 6 people in there, and one guy, I recognized the voice. And I'm thinking, that sounds like another YouTube guy we're following. His name is Kurt Lewis. And I didn't say anything, and I thought, I don't know, and I didn't want to stare at him, so I kind of quickly just forgot about it. And then Randy and I got back to the camp. We're getting our food together, getting dinner going, and he's over at the picnic table the next side over with these people. And I said, Randy, that looks like Kurt Lewis, just kind of laughing. And I said, but nah, that can't be him because he's usually alone, and then he usually has a little more scruffier beard, longer beard and longer hair. Well, then Randy went, so then we kind of forgot about it, and then Randy went up to do something, or put some garbage away or something, and I'm fiddle-faddling in the tent here. He says, Ellen, he says, you're going to meet someone famous is going to come over here. He wants to meet you or something. You're going to be excited. I'm like, what? He said, Kurt Lewis. I said, come on. Randy gave a second look at him and thought, what the heck? I'm just going to call his name out when he walked by. Hey, is that the way it went?
He was laying down.
He was laying down.
He was cowboy camping.
Yeah, and it was him. It was him, guys.
Yeah. I just said, hey, Kurt. And he says, I'm Kurt, but he says, there's another, you're probably mistaken me for this other guy whose trail name was Kurt. And I says, no, Kurt Lewis. He says, that's me. I says, well, you're a celebrity. I said, Ellen and I have been watching you for 2 hikes. I said, you've done the AT, the CDT, and we started watching you doing the PCT, and you do a good job, and my wife wants to meet you over there. She's over there at the table. So he got up and came over, and we did a selfie and back and forth, and had some good conversation. And
Yep.
just let him know that he encouraged us in some of our.
So we appreciate him.
I think.
Oh,
that's hot. So yeah, it was kind of cool to have that happen. Now, what's the chances of having on one of our hikes?
One of our hikes, the only hike we've done.
The only hikes we've ever been on, to have actually run into 3 YouTubers that we follow, and be camping with one of them.
Be camping with one of
but
them.
meet 2 of them in one day.
2 of them in one day. I mean, that's just crazy to us because there's a lot. Let me tell you, when you go on YouTube, there's a lot of YouTube people to follow if you choose to, for any hike you want to do. Lots of people. And right now we probably, and that's how we got ideas, and that's the reason for following people, is you get ideas of terrain, they have equipment ideas, and it's just kind of fun. So Randy's stirring up the oatmeal right now, but we just thought we had to tell you that because you'll be seeing pictures now of us after this video, of Kurt and us and him, and he's a really nice guy, and Schroeder was too, and then of course Twiggy a week ago or so. That's pretty cool, hey? Yeah.
So we're looking forward to our day. We have supposedly, in fact, we get psyched out on it sometimes. We quit looking. We've been looking at our Far Out app, and we'll say, well, how far? Where's the water? How much climbing to do today? And maybe we don't look at it close enough, but it always looks slightly easier maybe or harder than what we thought. So when we get into it, it's always a surprise. And,
we're always wrong.
So we're always so far off. And it's like, oh man, we just we just got water, and maybe it's 2 hours before bedtime, and now we got to hike up 1,500 feet to another place. So anyhow,
yeah,
we think we have a pretty good day today. So that's why we're planning out, because of water. We have water at 4.5 miles.
4.5, and then
19.1.
And then at 19.1.
And of course that means a half mile from there. We're about a half mile off the trail. So anyway, we're gonna go after that today, just for the convenience of better camping and water. That is
so then we have a wet camp, but we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. So, but it's gonna be a 3-day shot, 3.5-day shot over to the lodge over there, and Ellen's gonna try and get us a brunch eventually here.
And I think we
Not
might.
having phone service is going to be an issue.
It's going to be an issue, so we'll try and get phone service, make a reservation, and probably even stay the night there. Yeah. But stay tuned, y'all, and
yeah. So we hope you have a great day.
We plan on it.
Mm-hmm. And we'll see you when we get on the trail.
Oh, look at that, guys! Steam from the coffee and delicious oatmeal. Okay, catch you down the trail. Well, hello everyone. Let's see, we've got about 6 miles in for the day. So far it's been really good. As you can see, we've got some easy walking right now. It's a carpet of a trail. We like that. Just some roly-polies. It's nice and cool, which is great for hiking. Our mossy, big green mossy trees. We filled up our liters of water. We had a nice, easy resource for water. And yeah, we feel great. We already both went through 2 snacks though. Our stomachs are hungry this morning. And yeah, we're off to a good start of our day. We ran into about at least 6 southbound hikers, and this is still part of the old closure of the Lion's Head, so most of them are probably doing that. And they've done different things, all of Washington, part of Washington, skipped Oregon, coming through it, so a multitude of different situations. But so we've seen quite a few hikers already, which is kind of cool too. So we'll catch you down the trail. Okay, so it's the end of our day. We're coming up on just about 18 miles. A lot of today was just this beautiful forest area. Big trees, big trees. A lot of blowdowns, different ones, and just a few in the trail though, nothing that would block the trail. They took care of that mess, most of them, in this section. But just wanted to show you it's just real pretty and peaceful. And yeah, we're almost done with our day. We'll set up our tent, have something to eat, and then hopefully get a good night's rest. But just wanted to show you what we're walking in. It's real pretty. Full of life, not a burned area at all. We haven't seen it in a while, but we saw probably about 18 southbounders, hikers today, so it was kind of a lot on the trail that we saw, so that was kind of neat. We like that. Okay, well that's it for now. Catch you down the trail.